Very good. We have scoreboard and clock and everything.
Good evening. This matchup between the South Sioux City Cardinals and the Knights of Mount Michael. At this time, please stand, remove your hats, and join us in prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. O God, as we come together for this basketball game between South Sioux City and Mount Michael, we ask you to bless these athletes. Keep them safe from injury and harm. Instill in them respect for each other and reward them for their hard work and perseverance. Let good sportsmanship always be evident on and off the court. May the fans of both schools show their support for the teams and officials with courtesy and enthusiasm. We ask these things in your name. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. Now for the starting lineups. First for the visiting Cardinals. At guard, number 0, Karsten Calvillo. At guard, number 5, Devin Penning. At forward, number 11, Tyler Knowles. At forward, number 22, Kane Young. And now for the starting lineup for your Mount Michael Knights. At forward, number 0, Parker Hotovy. At forward, number 11, Koon Kwong. At guard, number 24, Iron Lopez. At guard, number 25, Joseph Chenard. And at guard, number 33, Brad Bennett. Let's play basketball.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the campus of Mount Michael Benedictine High School on this chilly Thursday night as we have a rematch of last Thursday night's game between top-ranked Mount Michael and South Sioux City. That game a week ago was the River City Conference semifinals. This the regular season matchup between the two teams. Your starting lineups, first for Derek Spooner's Mount Michael Knights. Parker Hotovy getting the starting nod. The senior, junior Koon Kwon, number 11. Iron Lopez, number 24. Joe Chenard, senior, number 25. And Brad Bennett, number 33. For the Cardinals, it's sophomore Karsten Calvillo, number 0. Connor Slaughter, a senior, number 2. Number 5, Devin Penny, a senior. Number 11, junior Tyler Knowles. And Kane Young, number 22, he is a junior. And the Knights open the scoring. And your first turnover on the night goes to Mount Michael after Koon Kwon opens the scoring. Last week it was Brad Bennett opening the scoring with back-to-back triples en route to a 14-point first quarter for him. Knights put 30 on the board last week, and they won it going away, 80-41. Joe Chenard underneath, can't connect. Cardinals heading the other way. And it was that big opening quarter that really put the nail in the coffin for South Sioux against Mount Michael last week. A big lead that they just could not recover from. Mount Michael, if you haven't been aware of the schedule, went on to win the River City Conference Championship last Saturday as Tyler Knowles throws it out of bounds. The Knights with a complete performance against Roncalli in the championship game, won 56-32, the school's first ever RCC championship. Iron Lopez connects on his first shot of the game. Iron also got the Knights started in that RCC title game with 7 first quarter points. Iron's scoring average up to 7 points a game now, 4 assists. And the guy who brings the energy big time, number 24, another turnover for the Cardinals, number 3 here with just under 2 minutes gone by. Cardinals playing short-handed tonight. They're missing 5 players who did not make the trip, including Manny Paul, their starting post player, who was the leading scorer for the Cardinals last Thursday night. Young on the wing. Now Calvillo working against Kuhn Kwan. Slaughter with the ball is the co-leading scorer for South Sioux, along with Tyler Knowles, the junior. Ball on the ground, and Hadavy goes down to get it to Iron, ahead to Chouinard, and that's an easy 2. Credit that to Parker Hadavy, who wasn't afraid to get down on the wood and get that loose ball. And there's Parker again, another steal. Parker Hadavy leading Mount Michael in steals. And Parker earning the starting nod tonight after an absolutely clutch defensive performance in that RCC championship game as he checked Roncalli's leading scorer, Shane Orr. I beg your pardon, Jake Orr, Shane's younger brother. Jake Orr, the leading scorer for Roncalli, held to 4 points in that RCC title game. Parker had the assignment for the majority of the game. Did a wonderful job. There's Joe Chouinard going down Main Street. Joe with 2 buckets now, 8-0. Knights jump out to another quick lead. Double teamed in the middle, another turnover. Bennett ahead to Kwan, and Kuhn can't miss the first time, misses the second, gets his own rebound, that's 3. 4 times can't hit the mark, but Kuhn does get fouled, and he'll have 2 foul shots.
Foul on South Sioux, number 11, Tyler Knowles, his first personal.
Foul is on Tyler Knowles, the junior's first. South Sioux's first team foul. And that last play is where you see that South Sioux is really missing Manny Paul, the sophomore post, really the only one with any significant height on the Cardinal roster. Kuhn was able to get 3 offensive rebounds and goes 1 of 2 from the line. I want to thank everyone for joining us. I'm Sean McMahon alongside our Strive production crew, our student volunteers, Max Vossen, Ben Tucker, and Peter Gates, bringing you all the action as we have our first time out of the night, 9-0, in favor of Mount Michael. To all of you joining us on the Mount Michael Strive Network, hello. Settle in for some basketball on this Thursday night. Mount Michael is 13-1 on the year, ranked number 1 in Class B. That is a spot they held in the preseason and have not let go over the course of 14 games. South Sioux, on the other hand, just 1-12 on the year. They did beat Omaha Gross Catholic in the first round of the RCC tournament. Then had that loss to Mount Michael last Thursday. They have not played since. Only 3 seniors on this Cardinal roster, once again missing 5 players tonight. And that is a tough chore, short-handed, missing players, and facing the number 1 team in Class B. That's Tyler Knowles with the offensive rebound and putback. Cardinals on the board for the first time, breaks a 9-0 streak for Mount Michael. And here's Bennett connecting from three. Brad Bennett hits his first long-range shot of the night. Over and back on the Cardinals. That's turnover number 7. With 4 minutes gone by here in the opening quarter. Hadavi Chouinard take a seat for Mount Michael. Joe Brueggemann, Kyle Palin, and Caleb Brink checking in for the first time. Caleb Brink has missed a couple of games, missed last Thursday's game and Saturday's RCC championship game with a hip injury. Not in the starting lineup tonight, but gets the ball and misses on his first shot. Good to see Caleb back out there. Missed a week with a hip flexor, but clearly is feeling better. Brink, the night's leading scorer, averaging 15 points and 6 boards a game. Kuhn working inside, jumper from the elbow, a little strong. Slaughter pulls the trigger from deep. Knowles, the rebound. Gets it over Quan, but doesn't get it to fall, and it'll be Mount Michael basketball. Should mention Eli Sirkovich not in uniform for the Knights tonight. Sustained an ankle injury, so he's going to sit this one out. Brink working down low, and easy pickings for Caleb in the post. It's going to be a tough matchup for South Sioux. Caleb's got height in the post and great moves. With Manny Paul out, it's going to be a tough assignment for the Cardinal defense. Now a 12-point cushion for Mount Michael, and if there was any worry about them coming out slow after that big conference championship game on Saturday, those fears have been put to rest here in this opening quarter. Slaughter from the corner, long. Brink with the rebound. Caleb will bring it up the court. Give and go with Lopez. Travel call. Second turnover on the Knights. Chouinard and Bennett back into the lineup. Quan and Lopez take a rest. Calvillo strip. Chouinard gets the loose ball, and Joe with the basket and the foul. 6 points with a chance to jump it to 7 for the senior. Now a 14-point cushion, just under 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Full court pressure from the Knights. Penny working on Brink. Too long on the shot. Brueggemann with the rebound. Bennett pulls the trigger, and Brad's got 2 triples. 6 points for the senior. Shooting 44% from three-point land this year. By far the most three-point attempts on the Mount Michael roster. Calvillo, that's a 3 for the sophomore. Joe Chouinard with a big first quarter. That's 9 points for Joe. 22-5 your score, 1 minute to go in the opening quarter. Another turnover on South Sioux. Once again, Mount Michael scored 30 points in the opening quarter last Thursday night. Not going to get to that mark tonight, but still a 20-plus quarter. Very strong offensive start for the top-ranked Knights. Brink underneath, working on Calvillo. Shot won't fall, but Brink will head to the line. First personal for Calvillo.
Calvillo, his first personal. At the line for Mount Michael, number 40, Caleb Brink.
Caleb hits both free throws as Knights open up a 19-point lead. Chouinard with the steal, gets it ahead to Brad Bennett. Contact, no foul called. Tyler Knowles driving. Kyle Palin trying to draw the charge. Brink is there to block it. Joe comes down with the rebound. Here comes the Knights in transition. Another layup for Chouinard. Can't make it. Bennett no good on the rebound. Caleb Brink stripped. Here comes Sioux. Pass a little too far for Young. Kyle Palin underneath to Brink. Dangerous play there. Brink falling on Devin Penny. Lucky he didn't twist an ankle on that or re-aggravate his injury. That foul goes on Connor Slaughter, I believe. That's Slaughter's first. Caleb Brink hits both. He has 6 in the opening quarter, and the shot won't fall after one quarter. The top-ranked Knights from Mount Michael, 26. South Sioux City 5. We'll take a quick break and be back with second quarter action on the Mount Michael Strive Network. The campus of Mount Michael Benedictine High School. An important day in history. 18 years ago today, Jim Killer Kane passed away, the legendary coach for Mount Michael. Led the Knights to 7 state titles in 3 different sports. And his name graces the basketball court here at Mount Michael, deservedly so. So remember Killer Kane on this night, and the Knights doing him proud. Brad Bennett, good feed there to Chouinard for 2. "11 points for Joe. Here comes Lopez, and Iron gets the one-handed runner to go. 4 points now for Iron. 5 on the floor for Mount Michael. Lopez, Bennett, Kuhn Kwan, Parker Hodovy, and Joe Chouinard, the starting lineup. Todd Comstock in the game for the Cardinals. The other 4, Calvillo, Knowles, Young, and number 50 making his first appearance. I apologize to our South Sioux viewers, we do not have a number 50 on the roster. Kuhn comes around the pick, count the basket, goes glass, and good.
Foul on South Sioux, number 11, Tyler Knowles.
Second foul on Tyler Knowles. Kuhn converts the three-point play. He now has 6 points on the night. Knowles from three finds the range. Tyler Knowles leading the way with 5 points for South Sioux. Parker from the corner. Hodeby gets his own rebound, but steps on the line. They're going to get Iron for that one. Reach. Iron's first personal.
His first personal.
It's also the first team foul for the Knights tonight. Had a foul-less first quarter. Also forced 14 turnovers in that opening quarter. Calvillo intercepted by Lopez, ahead to Bennett.
Bennett.
Good pass and finish there. Brad Bennett now 8 points. Lopez dishing out assists. Once again, he's the leading assist man for the Knights. Calvillo. Brad Bennett tears down the rebound, fouled on the play. That is the 7th team foul on the Cardinals, so Bennett heads to the line for the 1-and-1. Bennett, by the way, the leading rebounder in that RCC championship game from the guard spot. Looking at the season stats, Brad is actually the second leading rebounder for the Knights. The Concordia University recruit be heading to Seward to continue his basketball career next year. Brad Bennett into double figures now with 10, and it's a 29-point cushion for the Knights. Slaughter working on Brad Bennett. Short, gets his own rebound. Another turnover, Quan deflects it. Lopez trying to connect with Bennett. 2 steals on the night for Iron, same for Joe C. and Brad. 16 turnovers now for the Cardinals. Make that 17. Chouinard pulls the pass out of midair, goes up with the left hand and draws the foul. It's going to be on Todd Comstock. It's his first.
At the line for Mount Michael, number 25, Joseph Chouinard.
Joe also in double figures tonight. 12 points. Led the team in scoring in that RCC championship. And these 11 seniors on Mount Michael trying to kick their game into high gear as they head down the stretch of this, their last season on campus. Joe checks out. Kyle Palin checks in. Palin, Brink, Brueggemann, Bennett, and Quan. 5 on the floor for the Knights. Comstock gets free underneath for 2. That's his first bucket tonight. South Sioux breaks into double figures, but still down 29. Kyle loses the handle. That one's going to be a foul on Quan in the backcourt. Kuhn's first personal, second team foul for the Knights. I want to take this opportunity to wish Luke Gucheski well. Any of our Mount Michael fans out there probably know Luke. The reigning Class B state golf champion had shoulder surgery this past Monday. Wish Luke well, hope a speedy recovery is on tap and they can get him back on the golf course soon. Joe Brueggemann, baseline, lefty, a little short. Five Knights have scored tonight. Juan Lopez, Chenard, Bennett, and Brink. 29-point lead, just under 4 minutes to go in the half. They're gonna get Brugge on the foul there. It's Joe B's first personal. Team's third. Knowles returning for South Sioux. Beg your pardon, that's Devin Penny coming in. Knowles checks out. Calvillo, Slaughter, Penny, Comstock, and Young. The five on the floor for South Sioux and another turnover for the Cardinals. Starting to pile up, number 18 in this opening half. The atmosphere here at Mount Michael, a little bit different, a little bit smaller crowd than usual. South Sioux City's traveling party, a little bit small. Maybe no surprise based on the hour-and-a-half drive south. Fewer people in the gym tonight. That's Devin Penny, his second personal. That's 9 team fouls. Brink will return to the line. One and one, Caleb hit the first, so gets the second. Give the Cardinals credit, they're still hustling here tonight despite the 30-point disadvantage. Coach Jared Langle knows it was going to be a tough go tonight, down 5 players, only 1 victory on the year. It's good to see those kids playing hard. This is a very young Cardinal team, only 3 seniors. Coach Langle will have the majority of this group back next year. He's in his 3rd season with the Cardinals, second as head coach. He is an alumni of the school. Kyle Lopez finishing with the left hand. That's Kyle's first bucket tonight. Another assist for Iron. Now 42-10. And a timeout, South Sioux.
Timeout, South Sioux, full timeout.
Full timeout for the Cardinals. A JV score from earlier tonight. Mount Michael with the victory. 61-49, I believe is what that final score ended up being. Last time those 2 JV teams met, it was very close. Knights pulled that one out a week ago. Get the win again tonight. Quick check of the wild card points with the NSAA. Mount Michael, despite being the top-ranked team in Class B, only 3rd in the points total. Alliance currently the number 1 team, Waverly number 2. But the Knights have a whole lot of games coming up here down the stretch against stiff competition, so those ratings are going to change, and if Mount Michael can manage to pull out W's in those games, their rating in the wild card points will raise significantly. The hope is that Mount Michael puts themselves in a position to be able to host district games. That is not a sure thing at this point. Slaughter can't connect. Brink spins. Nice move by Caleb.
Great.
9 points now for Brink. Finishing that thought on districts, Mount Michael right now only has one more home game. Need to keep winning so they can get back here for that district round. Hopefully the state tournament will be played through Coach Kane Court.
Foul on South Sioux number 5, Devin Penny.
Foul is on Penne, his third. That's 10 team fouls now for the Cardinals. Knights will be shooting 2 the rest of the half. Lopez, one of a number of Knights who shoot 70% plus from the line. Brink, Lopez, Kwan, Chouinard, and Bennett, all in that category as well. Lopez hits 2. 6 points now for Iron as he heads to the bench. Hadavi, Palin, Brink, Brueggemann, and Kwan on the floor for the Mount. Now a 36-point lead as the Knights are threatening to put it way out of reach. Minute 30 left to go in this opening half. That pressure defense has really bothered the Cardinals. 19 turnovers on the night. Joby off Kwan, gets the conversion. 8 points now for the junior. Kuhn gets a foot on it. Kick ball will stay with the Cardinals. That's turnover number 20. Kyle Palin ahead of the pack.
Kyle Palin.
Kyle with the offhand converts.
He just lost it.
These are unofficial statistics, but checking the steal categories. 3 steals tonight for Joe Chouinard, 2 for Brad Bennett, and Iron Lopez, 1 apiece for Hadavi, Brink, and Kwan. Lead swells to 40 points now. Kuhn tried the Euro step there to no success. Trap in the corner. Kuhn goes to the floor. Cardinals keep control. Looking underneath for Comstock. Tried to tip it in. Now 10 seconds left. There goes Kyle.
Kyle.
Right down Main Street. Kyle Palin finishes for Mount Michael, and a overwhelming first half for the Knights. They head to the locker room with a 42-point cushion. Your score after 2 quarters, Mount Michael 52, South Sioux City 10. We'll take a break here. As the teams head to the locker room, we'll be back with the leading scores and second half action. But for now, we'll take a break on the Mount Michael Strive TV network. back to Mount Michael Benedictine High School as we wrap up the halftime portion of tonight's game between top-ranked Mount Michael and South Sioux City. Knights enter the game 13-1, South Sioux 1-12 on the year. This is a rematch of a game played last Thursday, 80-41 in favor of the Knights that time, and Mount Michael well on its way to win number 14 on the year. I want to pass along these scoring leaders. We'll start with the home team, leading the way with 13 first half points, Joe Chouinard. Brad Bennett also in double figures with 10. Caleb Brink had 9 points coming off his hip flexor injury. Didn't play in the last 2 games. Coming back tonight, looking good. Kun Kwan with 8 and Iron Lopez 6 points. 6 points also for Kyle Palin, including 1 at the buzzer to end the first half. For the Cardinals, your leading scorer is junior Tyler Knowles. He has 5 points. Karsten Calvillo with 3 and Todd Comstock with 3. If you're just joining us, South Sioux is missing 5 players from its lineup tonight, including their starting center, Manny Paul. Manny was the leading scorer for South Sioux in their game last week, so Derek Langle's team playing shorthanded. Derek Spooner's team rolling on all cylinders here tonight. I imagine we'll see the starters here for part of the third quarter and then potentially some of the 11 seniors on this roster as Mount Michael tries to get in high gear as they head towards the final portion of this season. Mount Michael only has 1 regular season home game left. They return next Thursday night to play Lincoln Lutheran. That will be senior night, and I think that's going to be an emotional outing for the families, certainly for Coach Spooner. This group has been the core of Mount Michael basketball for the past 4 years. Can't believe they are ready to play their final game at home as Brad Bennett opens the third quarter scoring. Nice assist from Chouinard. Some big games coming down the stretch for Mount Michael. I'm sure we'll talk about that as this game wears on. Norris, Concordia, Class A Grand Island, Bennington all on the slate. Going to be some big tests in the month of February. Calvillo shot a little flat. Young with the rebound and put back. That's Kane Young's first basket tonight, as Chouinard answers on the other end. 15 points now for Joe C. Nice move by Calvillo. Short on the 3. Young can't get the putback to go. Kwan rips down the board. Parker Hodevy. And Parker is on the board. His first 3. Hodevy, the reigning Mount Michael Basketball Athlete of the Week after his defensive performance in the RCC title game, holding Jake Orr to 4 points and no free throws. And if you didn't catch that RCC championship game, the Knights played out of their minds. Really strong performance for Derek Spooner's team. Substitutions for Mount Michael: Palin, Brueggemann, and Brink back in the lineup. Bennett, Kwan, and Lopez sit. Beat Roncalli 56-32 in that championship outing. The first RCC championship in school history for Mount Michael. Talking with Coach Spooner, he said that's one of the boxes that this group had not checked off over 4 years, had never done that. So consider that box checked, with several bigger boxes to go, namely a state championship game and hopefully a state championship when it's all said and done. Mount Michael undefeated against Nebraska competition as Slaughter is caught for the travel. Their 1 loss on the year coming to a team out of St. Joseph's, Missouri. 13-0 against in-state competition. Will be very interesting though. As Brueggemann pulls the trigger. Can't get the three. Here comes Brink. Stripped. Good play by the Cardinal defense, but another turnover, and Brueggemann feeds Chouinard. Looked like Joe B was going to shoot it, but saw Joe C underneath as the Joes connect. Now 61-12, your score. Here's Joe B. Joe can throw it down. Oh! Big smile on Brueggemann's face. Everyone was anticipating maybe he might try and get it down. Calvillo answers for South Sioux. Here comes Joe again. This time goes glass. Back-to-back baskets for Joe Brueggemann. There is video that I have seen of Joe after practice throwing it down. He may have the best vertical jump on this Mount Michael team. Hopefully Joe gets another breakout and see if he can't get one down before this senior season is over. Penny working on Hotovy. Brink ahead to Kyle. Kyle to the right hand, and Palin with 8 points now. It's good to see Kyle's grandparents in the stands. This is one of the games where not only parents are allowed, but grandparents too. Mom Katie Palin's parents, Ted and Jean. One of several grandparents in the stands tonight. Calvillo. Brink tied up. Nice play by Tyler Knowles. Clean up top. Here comes some substitutions for Mount Michael. Aaron Carnish and Dylan Brown. Two seniors in the game. First action of the game for Justin Dickus, number 12 for South Sioux City. Good move by Joe B. Nice ball fake there and pulled up, hit the jumper. Brueggemann heating up in this third quarter, 6 points. That's a turnover on the Cardinals. Number 25 on the night for South Sioux City. For those of you who continue to stick around, I always think it's entertaining watching the reserves get into the ball game. Guys who practice hard every day. Don't necessarily see a ton of action as Caleb backs his way into the post and converts. Brink into double figures now with 11. Seeing those reserves get some time and see their hard work paying off, especially for Mount Michael. These 11 seniors, many of which who don't get a lot of playing time as Knowles converts. They don't have the opportunity to play in the JV game, so this is some of the action that they don't get to see, and that's Dylan Brown with his first basket. The senior Dylan Brown. Basket and foul. And here comes Will Stringer, number 55.
Checking in for the Knights, number 55, Will Stringer.
Let everyone know we are in a running clock situation now as Dylan Brown converts the three-point play. The lead has swelled to a point where they let the clock run even through whistles. Calvillo short. Joe B skies for the rebound. Bounce pass underneath. Carnish. Here comes Joe B. Another jump shot. This one off the mark. 30 seconds left in this third quarter. Jump stop by Young, short on the shot. Joe B. Head of the pack to Carnish. Aaron Carnish. One of the biggest cheers on the night is Aaron Carnish gets his first basket. Now a 60-point advantage for Mount Michael.
3 points.
Justice Dickus gets the 3-pointer for South Sioux before the end of the third quarter, and after 3 complete, your score: top-ranked Mount Michael 76, South Sioux City 19. Take a quick break and be back with the fourth quarter of action on the Mount Michael Strive Network. Welcome back to Mount Michael Benedictine High School. Your score 76-19. Knights running away with this one. 24-point fourth quarter for the Knights as they start to empty the bench. Matt Janicek, the junior, number 30, entering the lineup. So we have 4 seniors and a junior on the court now: Dylan Brown, Aaron Carnish, Joe Brueggemann, Will Stringer, and Matt Janicek. Calvillo, count the basket.
Basket counts for
Karsten Calvillo.
Foul on Mount Michael, number 10, Aaron Carnish.
Foul is on Carnish, his first. Team's first. Calvillo converts. Calvillo leading the way with 8 points for the Cardinals. Dylan Brown spinning. Joe B thought about it from deep. Carnish with the spin move. Stringer. Ah. I don't know if you can see that Mount Michael bench, but they are all up on their feet as Will Stringer, the senior, gets the bucket. Brown, Carnish, and Stringer all getting their name in the scorebook. And here comes the sophomore.
Number 5,
Aiden Brink checking in for Joe Brueggemann. Aiden, the only sophomore on the varsity roster, and he'll run the point for Mount Michael. If you're looking for number 23, Eli Sirkovich not in uniform tonight. Sprained an ankle, so Eli sitting this one out as Dylan Brown draws the foul. Dylan will get 2 free throws. Foul is on Calvillo. And here come substitutions for the Cardinals. They're going to empty their bench as Knowles, Young, Calvillo, and Dickus all take a seat. Brown comes up empty from the line. Slaughter working on Carnish. Slaughter, contested 3 and hits it. That's Connor Slaughter's first bucket tonight. Oh, Matt Janicek going to be called for the offensive charge there as he knocked Penny to the ground.
Fouls on Mount Michael, number 30, Matt Janicek.
Clock ticks under 5 minutes to go here. 78-25 the score. Appreciate you joining us on the Mount Michael Strive Network, and a big thank you to our student volunteers, Max Vossen, Ben Tucker, and Peter Gates, helping to bring you all of the action. Also want to thank our sponsors for helping to fund tonight's broadcast. Janicek gets slapped in the face. That's number 13, Brandon Popoka, entering the ball game for the first time tonight, his first personal. Let's see if Matt can get on the board. Janacek, the big lefty,
Number 30, Matt Jensen.
figures to be a core part of next year's team, along with Quan and Daniel Mondi. Aiden Brink, the younger brother of Caleb Brink. There you go, Matt Janacek. I don't see Daniel Mondi on the bench.
Got hurt in the JV game.
That's Todd Comstock with the 2. Daniel Mondi at the end of the JV game was hit in the nose. There was blood on the floor. I'm guessing that's why we don't see Daniel suited up for the varsity game. Otherwise, we would see number 2 in the lineup. Once again, your 5 on the floor: Carnish, Aiden Brink, Will Stringer, Matt Janacek, and Dylan Brown. Here's Stringer. Janacek, the rebound, goes to the right hand and counted for Janacek. I beg your pardon, that was Dylan Brown.
Foul on number 5, Devin Penney.
Foul is on Penne, his 4th. Dylan can't convert the 3-point play, but he has 5 points on the night. Popoka, short. Ball out of bounds off Stringer. Will, a starting offensive lineman and defensive lineman for the Knights football team. You can see him muscling down low. Very easy to picture him in pads. Slaughter looking for the triple again. Dylan Brown comes down and he'll get it off to Brink. Aiden with the shot. Off the board and good. And another outburst from that Mount Michael bench as the sophomore gets in the scoring column. Foul is on Aiden Brink. Checking the lineup here, I'm running down trying to see. It looks as if everyone who has entered the game tonight has scored. Eli Sirkovich not in uniform, Daniel Mondi not on the varsity bench. That's an offensive foul on Popoka. Illegal screen. So with that bucket, everyone in a white uniform has scored tonight. Mount Michael won last week's contest by 39. Spread figures to be bigger tonight. Here comes Matt Janacek. Ball knocked out of bounds. South Sioux has done a better job taking care of the ball in the second half. Only 6 second half turnovers, but 27 on the night. Allowed the Knights to jump out to the big lead, and they have never looked back. Dylan Brown pushes Penny to the ground. Close to an offensive foul, no whistle, and the tie-up will go to South Sioux's direction. I beg your pardon, Mount Michael. As the clock ticks under a minute to go, as Mount Michael will improve to 14-1 on the year. The Cardinals will fall to 1-13. Mount Michael will play on the road on Tuesday against Gross Catholic. Return home a week from tonight to face Lincoln Lutheran. That is senior night. And then the gauntlet down the stretch, playing Norris, a top 5 team in Class B, Concordia, one of the better teams in Class C1, Class A Grand Island and Isaac Trout, their Division I recruit, and then Bennington. The last game on the schedule as the clock hits double zeros. Your final score, Mount Michael 83, South Sioux City 27. We will take a quick break on the Mount Michael Strive Network and be back with your leading scores. Once again, the Knights roll.
Your time and effort is very much appreciated.
Welcome back to Coach Kane Court on the 18th anniversary of the legendary coach's passing. Once again, Jim Killer Kane leading Mount Michael to 7 state titles in 3 different sports. And Mount Michael does the old Killer proud tonight as they win 83-27. Running down your scoring leaders, we'll start with South Sioux City. Cardinals were led by sophomore Karsten Calvillo with 8 points. Junior Tyler Knowles with 7. Todd Comstock had 4. Connor Slaughter 3. Justin Dickus 3. And Kane Young 2. For Mount Michael, these are unofficial statistics, but according to our stats, Joe Schunard, your leading scorer, was 17 points. Brad Bennett with 12 points. Caleb Brink, returning from an injury, had 11. The Knights with 3 people in double figures. After that, Kuhn Kwan with 8. Kyle Palin matching that with 8. 6 points apiece for Joe Brueggemann and Iron Lopez. Parker Hodovy with 3. Aiden Brink and Aaron Carnish 2 apiece. And Matt Janacek with 1 point on the night. Every player in a white uniform that got into the game tonight did score. So Mount Michael once again improves to 14-1 on the year. They'll be back in action next Tuesday night as they travel to Gross Catholic and returning home against Lincoln Lutheran a week from tonight, February 4th. That will be our next broadcast on the Mount Michael Strife Network. I want to thank our student volunteers, Max Vossen, Ben Tucker, and Peter Gates. I'm Sean McMahon, wishing everyone a good night. We'll see you in a week.